What's going on, family? Welcome back to part two. It is me, Brother DSP, your friendly neighborhood media personality, and you're now tapped into the second part, the second installment of Uma York Speaks. Dr. York's daughter opens up. First part, you heard her discuss how she met Polite, how the whole altercation that he talked about on Vlad TV a couple of years back went down on from her perspective. You know what I mean? From what I gathered from it, it looked like they came there to intimidate her. Thank goodness her brother was there, and her brother was man enough to go down there and see what they wanted. They probably tried to bring the action to him, and him being who he wasn't going to back down because he was protecting his sister, and then shit just went left. You know what I mean? And then she explains everything that took place after that. And she opens up some more. So we about to get into that. I'm not going to sit here and talk this whole time. So let's get into it.
Yeah, that's what someone told me. They were like, this man admits to actually attempting to kill you in a video. I was like, wow. So he really feels like he got away with that shit. And mind you, my entire life, I've been staying away from these people that's a part of this organization, including my dad's organization. They're not to be trusted. None of these people, in my eyes, were to be trusted. You know what I'm saying? So, at this point, I was just, I'm like scared for my life. These people, they like, you see these people every day. Every day I walk out my house and people are right there. I don't know who to trust at this point in my life. Like, never. My father was incarcerated during the time. If you look at my father's case says he is unable to conduct business on anybody's behalf. So these people are lying. He's never met my dad a day in his life. He's never seen him, never touched him, don't know nothing about him at all. He's another person idolizing and worshiping him on a different level. These people are obsessed with my dad. I don't know what it is, but they're obsessed with him, and I find that to be sickening to me. Mm-hmm. See, but what I thought was weird was, the fact that the organization turned their back on me after that whole situation. They didn't protect me. If anything, they more so threatened me more, including my family as well. My uncle literally protected him. People like King Simon, who was supposedly my spiritual uncle, he literally helped this man build his platform. And it might have been, I literally, I told King Simon about him, in regards to him helping me run the bookstore and stuff like that. And that was before the shooting happened. But after the shooting happened, you would have thought that he would have said, wait a minute, this is weird. But instead, these people literally helped him and pushed him on a bigger platform so that this guy can grow. And that's what they did. Cyanetta is aware. There's no way Cyanetta is not aware of it. My mom has spoken to some of these people. My mom spoke to Brother Polite about the situation after it happened at King Simon's convention. She went there to talk, to see what the hell, why the hell, you know what I'm saying? And, and the reality of it is, these people were protecting each other, including my family protecting them as well. So my uncle was protecting my aunt. Mm-hmm.
So King Simon was your spiritual uncle, right?
Yeah, I've known him since I was a little girl. I've known him since I was a child, literally running around in hijab. I've known him since I was a baby, practically.
Did you know him when he was on the land? Because he said he spent some time on the land also.
I know him. I don't know him from on the land. I know him from Ansar Law Community.
That's the Ansar days.
Yeah, he would always come visit my mom when my mom lived on Vanderbilt Street in Brooklyn. He would always come visit my mom. My mom was like the caretaker of all the kids, so all the kids would always come to her house. Jacob would come to her house all the time. Yadalahi, Fadallah, all of them, they would, Fatima, all of the older kids, they would always come to my mom's house all the time. So me and my brother always had, we always were, the ones that had relationships with a lot of our siblings, because my mom was always, trying to keep in touch with every mother and, trying to keep us in touch with all of our siblings. Somehow, I don't know why, but yes, he did. These people, and this is what he said to me. When I asked him about the situation, he said, I remember you used to speak about it. He said, just be mindful who you speak to. Make sure they are credible. He said, I don't have any hidden agenda because of your father's situation. I said, to be honest with you, you never know who to trust, especially in situations like this. I said, when I told people that he tried to kill me, they brushed it under the rug and act like I was crazy, but continued to uprise this demon. I said, and that includes family. He said, I didn't find out about your situation until late. Sorry that you got traumatized in any way. I said, honestly, the older I get, the more I realize that no one cared. I said, and it was all about money to them. That's a fact. They did it for money. All of them did it for money. All these people were blood hungry for money. And that's why I said what I said about them, that you people did it for money. Y'all brushed it under the rug and continue to put this demon on a pedestal.
Sis.
Y'all knew what they knew not be that person that was, afraid. I don't get me wrong. I still fear because those people, they're everywhere. Those Nubians, they're everywhere. So I still fear for my life from those people because they are all collectively, to me, dangerous. All of them. Wow. I believe that these people were being paid. All of them were being paid, and I believe that this
sis,
lady,
I say
Patricia
the same
Lewis,
thing, sis.
This lady Patricia Lewis had a lot to do with paying these people because she's definitely involved in it. She's a person that tries to hide like she's not there, but she's there. And this lady said to me when I was in the building, when I was in my father's house, she said to me she was upset because when Sister Samira died, because she was the original caretaker of 717 Bushwick Avenue, when she died, she just bombarded herself inside of the Bushwick Avenue store. And what she said to me when I spoke to her about, these certain situations is, she said, I spent 12 years in my life and I'm not walking away with nothing. That's what she said to me. And I believe that woman, she was definitely helping, supporting King Simon and Polite. And she might have been also paying Sinetta, my little brother. He knows who I am. These people will just brush it off like they don't, but they know me. And I'm the child that mostly their whole organization knows me. So I've been saying this for years, that these people are harboring child molesters. Yes, there are multiple cases of people that are still walking around and still hanging out in that organization. People like Basil Muhammad, who goes by the name Dushwa York. He's a known child molester and a woman beater. There's other people that, they don't want to speak about, that a lot of people in this organization are fully aware of people molesting people and brushing it under the rug. They are very aware of it. Very.
So do you think Polite was a part of that child molestation culture and it just caught up with him?
The child molestation culture, I mean, from what I hear, they literally tell these brothers that it's okay to be with 15-year-olds. You know what I mean? So, I don't know what part of their teachings that come from. I don't know where that comes from because I've never heard of that up until my dad got incarcerated. That's when I started hearing stuff.